Since we won't be in school next week, we will be doing our classes online. I thought it would be a good idea to give you a tour of the classroom when we come back in person so you can see what it looks like. Or from when you're working at home, you can imagine your classroom in your mind. Hopefully some of you created a little school space for yourself at home, maybe a desk, maybe a special spot at the kitchen table, maybe somewhere else in your house that you can do your schoolwork that makes it feel like a classroom. But I wanted to give you a tour of our classroom so that when we come in person for the first time, you'll already know some of the things that there are. So here's a tour of our classroom. First walk into our classroom, you'll see that we have our classroom jobs and our birthday board. So when we're all here in person, these will be filled out with pictures of you and your names so that you can help out in the classroom, and also so we can know when everyone's birthdays are. And if we look over here, we have our cubbies in the back, which we might not use this year, but these are extra storage for some things. We have some library books in the back. We have some supplies here. And we have our monthly bulletin board. So this bulletin board changes depending on what month we're in. If there's a special holiday or something going on, we change this board. So right now the board says, "Chicka chicka boom boom, look who's in our room." So if you've read that book before, that's what this board is based on. And if you see here, all of your names are on little coconuts. Awesome. You can also see that on the cabinets, there are letters. These are our word wall letters. So we're going to be adding our sight words to these cabinets so that you can reference them when we do our writing during the year. So our sight words are going to go on the cabinets. And we'll keep going this way. Some more cubbies. Here we have our Star of the Week board. So when you're Star of the Week, you're going to fill out a poster, and your poster that tells us all about you and your family is going to go right here. Here we have Mrs. Whalen's desk. We have some other organizational things, more letters for our word wall. We'll keep going this way. We have our sink over here, very important for washing our hands and staying nice and clean and healthy. Here is our religion board. So this is our religion corner. So Mrs. Whalen made this special bulletin board with all of your names, and it says, "May God's light shine upon us this new school year." So all of your names are on the stars. And we have Jesus and some other special religious books that Mrs. Whalen has there. And then we have the front of our classroom. We have our board here where we do lots of charts and writing. We have our calendar. We have our chart to count our days of school, how many days we've been in school. We count all the way to 100. And then we have a big celebration. We have our voice levels, which we'll talk more about when you come to school. And we put our sight words and how many days we've been in school. And then on this board, we write what we're learning each day in reading, writing, and math. And then over here is my desk. And then we have our writers and readers board. That's where we put our charts that talk about all the things we learn about being writers and readers. And then we have our library with so many books. We're going to become such great readers this year. And then you can see that there's some desks getting ready for you to come in. They're not completely ready yet, but we have our desks all set up. And last but least, we have our class rules board. We're going to be going over the class rules together, but here is our board that lists them all for you, so that just in case we forget, we have all of our class rules here to remind us how to be good students. That's our classroom. Thanks for joining me on the tour.